Cinema.
Welcome back to Warble Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, and with me is...
Par the Collector. What's up, everybody?
And since I made you watch Silence, and it was pretty upsetting, I let you pick your own movie. And you didn't even pick from your stack. You just picked some random-ass movie. What did you get?
I got Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Yeah, the
Bill
new
and Ted
2020.
3.
It's the same director, same writer, actors. For some reason, they can't keep the same actresses to play the princesses, which is funny because they're different in every movie.
Yeah.
But everyone else is pretty much the same. R.I.P. George Carlin.
Oh, man. I thought that was beautiful.
I did too. I
the
loved
little
it.
tribute they gave him in there. He's not in the second one, is he?
Yep, he is.
Barely.
Barely.
Yeah, I think he's just in the beginning.
He's in the beginning and he's like 2 minutes at the end.
Yeah.
But fun fact, Kelly is the name of George Carlin's actual daughter.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I thought it was a cool little tribute to
Yeah,
him.
that's badass they did that because George Carlin's a goat.
Yeah, he is, definitely. So why did you pick this movie?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've seen the first two and I enjoy them. You know, they're not my favorite dynamic duo, but I saw the first one when I was young enough to appreciate it for what it was. And it was also very cool to me because it was something I had never really seen before.
Yeah.
Like stoner comedy was like something that I didn't really know about. I was like 9 or 10 when I saw the first one.
What's funny is they're not even really stoners. They're just kind of dummies.
Yeah, they kind of like lead you on to believe that that's what they do. But they always did a very good like PG way of not saying it, but like, you know.
Yeah. So I bought this because Bill and Ted, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with these movies, and I rewatched these for the episode, the first two too, just to kind of give myself a refresher. I watched the first one and I'm like, oh, I remember this. It's a cute movie. It's a solid script. Like, it's fine. I watched the second one. That's where my nostalgia comes from. I fucking love Bogus Journey.
Yeah, see,
That movie
Bogus
is
Journey's
so
not-
good to me.
I
And
don't like it
now,
as much.
and you always talk about like the movies I've watched. You're like, that's why you're so weird. No, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is why I'm fucking weird.
Yeah,
Because that movie is a trip, even today.
those little guys with no arms, man, they trip me out. Or the little dudes. With
Yeah, the little alien.
I forgot what they called him, but yeah. And then he transforms into the big, even creepier one. To
Right.
build their shit.
This, I
Is
contribute.
the fucking purge starting?
People just have loud cars in my neighborhood for some
Oh my
reason.
god, dude!
Yeah.
What are they driving? A fucking rocket? Like that was bad.
So yeah, I watched this one and all the nostalgia. And what's even funnier is I was dying laughing, Nick. I had tears in my eyes rewatching this movie.
Bogus Journey.
Yeah, Bogus Journey. It's so funny to me. The Grim Reaper is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's great.
Did you know he's the guy from Demon Knight? The main character with the stars on his hands? That's him. I didn't even realize that.
I remember him because he was the bad guy in Die Hard 2.
Right. This guy is like two of my favorite movies from my childhood.
Really?
I wish he would have done more of this, of the Reaper. Like more comedies like that, because he killed it as the Reaper. He's so funny to me.
My favorite part, well, like one of my favorite parts of Bogus Journey is when he keeps trying to beat them in a game. And they're checkers.
Battleship,
We beat you, dude. We beat you at everything.
2 out of 3.
Death, we've been having fun, man, but we gotta go.
But I just wanted to get that out of the way. Like, I fucking love Bogus Journey so much. So this one, I wanted to rewatch it for the nostalgia factor and whatever. So tell me about this movie.
Okay, so it's 25 years after Bogus Journey.
Right.
Wild Stallions put out the hit album that sells all those records, and they think they found their song. You know, they feel like they've done their job, and people are like, "No, it didn't change the world. It was a great song, but it didn't change the world." You
Yeah,
know?
you guys were a big deal, but you didn't make that one song that like
Right.
united the world.
So, so they keep trying, and they keep coming out with different kinds of music, and each one keeps doing worse and worse, and they keep trying harder and harder, but they're not real musicians.
Right. They are real musicians.
Well, yeah, I guess, but it's
Because
kinda
in the
like-
second one, they time traveled to learn their instruments and came back and were like great musicians. So they are musicians. Yeah.
yeah, I remember that now.
At the beginning, it's a really funny gag. Missy.
Yeah, she's marrying Ted's younger brother. She's married the dad. She married Bill's dad. And then she married Ted's dad, and now she's married Ted's younger brother.
pretty
And it's
funny.
the same lady, and that's
the
what
same
makes
lady.
it gold.
Yeah.
And it's the dude from Saturday Night Live. I love that guy. I feel like shit not knowing his name.
Right.
But he's great on Saturday Night Live. I don't know, man. I just realized that the other day. Like, I love fucking sketch comedy.
Yeah, sketch comedy's great.
I mean,
You do like Dave Chappelle.
I love fucking Chappelle Show, even
Key and
though I'm
Peele.
sorry, Dave. I know we're not supposed to watch it, but like that show fucking was my childhood, or not my childhood, but like my adult or my teenage years.
Right.
I lived for
It
Chappelle
shaped
Show.
us.
It really did. But they what was I saying? Oh, but yeah, I love sketch comedy, but I don't know, man. Sometimes SNL doesn't have a great cast, but I still enjoy some skits.
I have not
for it.
watched SNL in years.
I haven't watched a full episode in God knows how long, but I still watch, like, if there's a really good skit that they do, I'll watch it.
I was kind of a Mad TV kind of person when I was younger.
I liked Mad TV for a little bit when they had some hitters too, some really good comedians that were on that show.
Right,
at
and they're
one
doing
point.
stuff now today.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, Key and Peele, man, they blew up.
Right. So Missy is getting married to the younger brother, and they have a tribute song, and they think this is the song that's gonna like change the
That
world.
was pretty funny.
And it's just the only
bunch
way
of
to
random shit. Like,
it's avant-garde music, like it's just art music.
and the only two people there that are like really like actually jamming out are their daughters,
Right.
Which that's where the movie kind of, I don't know, like they made the kids exactly like them too.
Yeah,
Like,
especially the
one that was playing Keanu Reeves' daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, she went a little overboard for me, but it was still
well,
funny.
it's funny. Like she went overboard, and the other girl kind of like underacted.
Yeah,
so it was like,
I think that chick's probably like British in real life or something. Like she was trying so hard to just not. I don't know, but I don't know. I still enjoyed it. There was a lot of great shit in it. Like I love that George Carlin tribute. I thought that was awesome.
that was pretty cool.
And that's the time machine that they take back, which I thought was cool.
Yeah. So they find out they have to make this song. So
Yeah,
they
yeah, they
start.
do.
There's a lot of subplots in this one. A lot more subplots than I wanted there to be.
Oh, what's her name? I forget the girl's name, but she comes and gets them because they go back to the garage to go back to work because at the wedding they bomb, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I also thought it was cool that they brought the dad back, the original dad.
Yeah, he's so old too.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Speaking of, he did such a good job when I rewatched the Bogus Journey. He did such a good job with playing Keanu Reeves, when he was possessed.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that was such a good job. And then the other guy just like couldn't at all. He was terrible.
Yeah, they didn't bring back Bill's dad for this. Mm-mm. He's in the second one, is he?
Yeah, he's in the second. I think so.
That's what I thought. But yeah, so they're married and they have a kid each, and they named one Billy and the other one Theodora.
Yeah.
Theodora. Thought that was adorable.
Right. And then they have to go to couples therapy because their wives feel
Which
they're
is
on
so
the-
crazy, like if that even was possible. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that they were actually princesses of England
I know, right?
and they're living in 2020?
Yeah, that I was thinking about that too. That's like kind of like some adjustment.
Oh, I mean, just a fucking tad lot.
Could you
Like,
imagine going in the future, like what, 500 years?
Yeah.
And
She's
then
like, we were born in 1408, 1410. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's like 600 years.
yeah, 600 years in the future.
If we went to 2600 right now,
Yeah,
2080 or 2800, fuck no, dude, I couldn't do it, man. It'd be too. Or my math is terrible, obviously. I don't know what year it would be, but it would fucking flip me out because
2620. But yeah, we would just be in full like hazmat suits.
I don't feel like there will be a planet by then. Like, for real though. Think about it. Like,
What do you think? What do you think will happen? Nuclear blast or asteroids? Or
I think we just like
bugs take over the
pollution.
world?
Pollution, bro.
You think pollution?
Yeah.
We're just gonna drown in plastic.
Or water, dog. Like that's what I think's gonna happen. Them fucking ice caps are gonna melt. It'll be like Water World in real life, bro.
Right. It's pretty crazy listening to scientists talk about that. Like they say if this part of Antarctica, it's only like a small percentage of Antarctica, but if it broke off, tides would raise like 1 or 2%, which would like completely change the world. It's just mind boggling.
You know, you think about the dinosaurs, man. Like they had their time. Mankind will have ours too, I guess. That's what the only shitty part about having kids, bro. That like they don't tell you it because like who the fuck wants to think about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what does it all mean? Like how much longer do like you know? But not only that, but like how much fucked up shit goes on in the world on a daily basis now. There's certain things that we did as kids that I know my children will never get to do.
No.
Like they'll never walk anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like they won't go to a store on foot. They won't go to a McDonald's on foot.
No.
A park, any of that shit. Because like I'd never be able to let them do it.
What age would you?
Like when they're old enough to fucking drive.
Yeah,
like,
15, 16.
Yeah. Like,
That's fair.
and I'm talking about I'm dropping you off and picking you up type shit. Like that's yeah.
I don't blame you. The world's crazy right now.
Like as soon as they're of age, I'm gonna have them get concealed carries. Like my kids are not gonna be victims. Fuck it.
Hey, that's what it takes.
My daughter's 4. I'm about to get her into fucking Muay Thai or some shit.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I want her to be able to be like Nunez, break bitches' collarbones and shit.
Right. Jiu-jitsu is like the most practical thing you can teach your kids. That's what I tell. Like people try to get into karate, and it's like karate's not.
Oh, it won't be me teaching her. It'll be some fucking dude.
Obviously.
It'll be some dude that's killed 4 people in the ring. That's
Exactly.
who I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Kimbo Slice. That's who I want to teach. Rest in peace.
I was gonna say he's not around.
No, but I'm saying that's the kind of mold I
see what
want.
you're saying,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? That's the guy I want.
Right. I don't know
Kill
how to
6
segue.
people. I believe you.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, so the daughters, they're like biggest fans and they're rooting for him and like we just know you're gonna write the song very soon. And then the chick, or George Carlin's daughter Kelly, comes from the future, and he's like, "We need you in the future. They want to talk to us." He's like, "This sounds like we're gonna get yelled at." Like, and they still live right next to each other.
Yeah.
Which is
They
great.
have neighbors.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the same neighborhood from the first one.
I think it is. Oh, fun fact. It was pretty. It was a cute little like fun fact that I came across. Speaking of the neighborhood, that's just what made me think about it. I can't talk lately. During filming in the neighborhood of Louisiana, the cast and crew were often greeted by local residents. One day, Keanu Reeves noticed a sign on his lawn that read, "You're breathtaking." He stopped, got out of the car, went to sign and autographed it. After finding out who the sign belonged to, he went to the family and posed for a photo with them.
That's
How
awesome.
fucking cool is that?
That's
Why is
awesome.
Keanu Reeves like the coolest guy in Hollywood right now?
Dude, did you ever hear about him in that fucking bus ride with
No.
all these people?
I now that you say that, I vaguely remember.
He was at an airport in California, and for some reason, all the fucking planes were down. They couldn't fly, and they were like, "Yeah, man." Everybody was trying to get back to wherever he's from in California. It was
Right.
around that area. So they're like, "We're gonna rent a bus," and all these people are bitching and moaning and fucking throwing a shit fit, and just out of the fucking back of the airport pops up Keanu Reeves. He's like, "Oh, guys, it won't be that bad. Let's just take the bus." And everybody's like, "Is that really fucking Keanu Reeves?" And he gets a fucking bus ticket. And he gets on the bus. So, of course, everybody gets on that bitch.
Right.
Like, people that were planes didn't even... They had a ride. They're like, can I get on that bus? like, And he rode with these people for like fucking 6-7 hours. They stopped, ate at Arby's. He paid for all their fucking food. Like,
That's so. That's the kind of celebrity I want to be.
guy's
I
a
don't-
fucking rock star, man.
Yeah,
just-
he's like one of the most famous people in Hollywood right now. Everyone knows his name, but he's just still like a cool, chill ass dude. That's just like
Fun fact, Canadian. Yep.
Canadians are always so nice.
So he is, man. And he just proves it even more.
Right.
And he could break you. He could fuck you up if he wanted to.
He could.
That's one of the greatest things I do like about those John Wick movies, even though, even I have a limit to how much just senseless fucking killing in a movie you can have. But anyways, he actually goes and learns how to fucking shoot those guns and like, make it look as authentic as possible. Like learns how to fight and does his own stunts and shit. Like
Yeah.
that's awesome.
He's one of the better people in Hollywood right now. Actor, everything.
He's like one of the biggest love-hate actors I have.
Love, hate.
Yeah, because I love some of the movies he's in so fucking much, and then I hate some of the movies he's in so fucking much.
What do you hate? Like, I haven't seen Constantine, so
I actually like Constantine.
Oh yeah, I heard a lot of people
shit
hate
on
it. Yeah,
but I like it. I thought it was cool.
well, Bill and Ted, The Matrix, and then John Wick. Like,
Yeah.
he's a cultural phenomenon.
A movie that probably a lot of people don't like his that I fucking love is Hardball.
I've heard of it.
He's a degenerate fucking alcoholic and gambler, and he gets forced to coach this little league team in New York City. It's inner city, you know.
Yeah.
And like he just like ends up fucking like caring about these kids and like wants to like ends up changing his life and shit, you know.
Typical ass story, but you know.
But he did a good job, and like up to that point, I had never seen him fucking show any kind of emotion like that,
right.
except for The Matrix. But he killed it. But I like that movie.
I have to say, as much as I love Keanu, I feel like he didn't necessarily phone it
and
in.
I fucking love Speed. I love Speed.
I hate that movie.
I love Speed.
It's so silly.
Sandy Bullock's so fucking fine. in that
Yeah,
movie.
but that doesn't like make me want to watch it.
Fuck it, dude.
I'd
Dennis Hopper's the bad guy. I'll watch it every day. Fuck it. It's
hate
awesome.
that movie.
I love Dennis Hopper.
But I just feel like he wasn't great in this. Face the Music.
No, see, like that was the thing. I was like, I thought it was just me, but it kind of seemed like he fucking phoned it in a little bit. Like,
He just seems tired.
yeah, like he just like I'm 50 something years old. Why am I doing this shit? Like, I don't need the money
Well, it's a passion project because this is
for Bill or
No,
Alex, whatever his name
everyone.
is.
They've been trying to get this done for like 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, they've been trying to do it, and it finally got picked up. They're all on board. They're all friends. They're, like you said, Keanu doesn't need the money. What's his name doesn't even need the money. He's a filmmaker. He doesn't act in movies, but he does documentaries and stuff. Like, he doesn't need the money really either.
I didn't know he was doing that well.
Yeah.
I figured he probably just called Keanu like every couple of years. And was like,
No.
please, man. Come on, dude.
No,
I got
yeah.
mortgage. I got kids to feed too. Come on.
No, he has his own thing going on. He's a documentarian.
Been trying to get Lost Boys 2 for fucking 10 years too. They won't do that shit either.
After this, though,
Who knows? Come on, Keanu. Throw me a fucking bone here, bro. Like, we were fucking both the same amount of famous in the 80s, dude. What the fuck happened?
that guy, though, fucking acted his ass off. He was great. He did not miss a beat.
It was like watching the 18-year-old version of
It
him.
really was.
He loves that character, and you could tell that. Then that's when you said it's a passion project. I was like, yeah, for him, I believe you. Like, this is his fucking
He's
role.
been dying to do this again.
Yeah, like he's almost been typecasted for that shit. Like, you can't. He doesn't do anything else. Like,
But the writers and directors, they had their own thing going on too. Nobody needed to do this movie; they just wanted to, so that was cool.
and that's what I do love about it. That they were like, finally, like, you know what, fuck it. And that's how a lot of people feel about Jay and Silent Bob reboot. They were like, oh man, it was just watered down shit that they'd already done. But it's not for the average person. It's for Jay and Bob fans,
Yeah.
like the diehards, the people that like we love every little frame of any of his movies they're in.
Right.
And so, like, I get it. And while I don't have the same love for Bill and Ted as I do for Jay and Silent Bob, I still can appreciate it. And,
Yeah.
I had a good time watching it.
And as much as nostalgia I have for these films because I grew up watching them, this one, I don't know, it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, they're like I
It
said,
didn't do anything
the
for
premise
me.
kind of was like, I don't know.
Well, the thing, it was all over the place. So, what are some of the things that you liked? I'll go and tell what I liked. The girls going back in time and picking up these musical.
that was literally what I loved so much.
Me
and
too.
it's a callback to the first movie and with a little bit of a spin on it.
Absolutely.
Because the first one, like, that was another thing that was kind of weird because I guess they were supposed to be wild stallions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was the thing throughout all of them. But the first one is a history project.
It is, yeah.
And that's what I loved about that movie because I love fucking history, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dude, like they fucking brought Socrates and fucking Billy the Kid and shit. Like that was the coolest part about the first movie. Napoleon.
Yeah, it's a really like simple script, but executed really well.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they went back and went to these because I love that they went and got Jimi Hendrix.
Fuck yeah, dude. I was like, that's number one.
Yeah.
He should have been last, dude. That should have been the ace in the hole, you know?
Right.
And then Louis Armstrong, like a young Louis Armstrong, that
And I
guy did a great
love
job.
That actor, he did such a good job.
He
on
really
Louis.
did. And they went and got fucking Mozart, dude. Like,
And then Kid Cudi, like, who cares?
yeah, it was like
I told my
so
wife,
underwhelming. You could get Kanye. Like,
thank you. That's exactly what I said. I said Kanye would have been such a better pick,
for
but
sure. Because I feel like
But she's like, nobody probably wanted to put up with his bullshit. So,
I think Kanye West is my biggest love-hate person in the world.
oh, 100%.
I love
for a
his
lot of
fucking
people.
music so much, but I can't stand him as a human being. you
Right.
know? Like,
But he
just-
is a cultural phenomenon on the music world. So
and he's a
that's-
fucking genius as
that's
far
what-
as music goes.
Right.
Like,
That's why he would have been such a better pick than Kid Cudi. But
yeah, as far as iconic, like Kid Cudi, what the fuck have you done, bro?
yeah, Man on the Moon. Yeah.
You got one song, bro, that
Right.
I remember. And like, yeah, it's a good song, but it's not.
Well, that whole album's pretty great, but it's not
I never listened to all of it. To be
Oh,
honest
yeah?
with you. Not a huge Kid Cudi fan.
right.
He did good in the Entourage movie, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a weird pick for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
I love the Babe Ruth cameo. That was cool. They fucking flashed him to Washington's boat and he's like about to fall in and shit. That was cool. But yeah, that point, just flip flopping people through history, that was kind of like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's just to show how fucked up the universe is getting. But the Bill and Ted going through the universe trying to find their older selves, I didn't like those.
Some of them were kind of stupid, like the two that kept trying to bamboozle him. He's like, you stole the song from Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. No, that was this movie has one of the funniest jokes that hasn't been done yet, and I don't know why it hasn't been done yet, but the fact that they did it, I died laughing. Guys, you don't have to point a gun at us. Yeah, we do. See what happens when we don't? And then they try to run away. Dude, I fucking died laughing. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That was funny. See?
I fucking died laughing because that's such an easy joke, but I'd never seen it done before. Why is
And
that
it's
not
them,
been
like,
done?
we're not going to shoot you, you're us. Like, yeah, that's funny.
See what happens when we don't. But anyway, yeah, I didn't like those. The buff
When they went to prison.
jailbirds, that was pretty amusing because the
Yeah.
makeup was just ridiculous.
Dude, they actually put them in like bodysuits for
Yeah.
that shit. Like, I watched a little behind the scenes on that, but I like the concert at the end. Like, that was badass.
It was pretty cool. Yeah,
It made me think like if they had done it bigger, like I'm sure money was probably a factor into why they didn't.
yeah. I heard it was kind of low budget. It stretched the budget a little.
As far as who they could get that was alive musically, like it's great to get a Jimi Hendrix impersonator,
Yeah.
or Louis Armstrong impersonator.
By the way, if that guy does like a Jimi Hendrix like tribute biopic, I would see it because I thought he looked the part and acted the part. I guess
Right.
Jimmy,
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
yeah, he did a good job.
He has the Jimi Hendrix has like cadences when he plays guitar, and that guy did them like perfectly. Like Jimi Hendrix has to wrap his whole hand around the guitar, and when he does chords, he uses his thumb to like hold some of the top note, and that's what the guy was doing. It's just little stuff like that I noticed, and I thought it was really cool. They threw that in there.
Yeah, I've seen a couple Jimi Hendrix biopic movies,
Yeah.
and you know who I think did the best job?
Who's that?
Andre 3000.
Oh, I believe it, 100%.
He fucking killed it, dude.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I
The
can see
look,
that.
the attitude, the swagger. He fucking pulled it off.
What was the name of it?
I think it was just Hendrix.
Hendrix? I need to watch it.
And Wood Harris did a good job too,
Yeah.
as far as the mannerisms and stuff. Not
Right.
so much because I don't think he plays a guitar like that. But yeah, Andre 3000 fucking knocked that bitch right out the park.
I believe it. He's great.
He's an underrated actor. I feel like
I haven't seen him in a whole lot. I think I seen him in one movie, and I was like, "Damn, he's pretty good." But
I loved him in Four Brothers. I thought he did a great job in that movie. That movie, Idlewild, the Outcast movie, like the movie, I didn't think was great, but he was good in it.
yeah, he's a talented guy.
Yeah,
like,
he's been in some stuff. Oh, he's funny as shit in Semi-Pro.
semi-pro.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
About the basketball team.
All right.
Like that's not a great movie either, but he's okay in it. But like I said, it wasn't. I thought it was the perfect length. Like they didn't drag it out or anything, and I didn't really like the whole Terminator going back in time to try to kill him.
You didn't think he was
everywhere.
funny though? Like he was kind of a callback to the Reaper.
Yeah.
Like the awkward.
I loved that
funny.
part of it. Them going to him for
Yeah.
a favor, and he's like, "I got my ass kicked and fired. Like I don't have anything to help you with. Like you're just fucking here."
I love the Reaper, but yeah, the robot was kind of funny, and But there was one part of the movie that kind of irritated me. Is they had this one storyline with the princesses where they were supposed to do something through time, but it doesn't really talk about what they were doing. You notice that? It was kind of like a backdrop.
Yeah, like their older versions were supposed to come back and just
Yeah, they were going through time and
See
watching Bill and Ted at certain times, but they didn't say what they were doing. You just kind of seen them pop in and out randomly. That kind of irritated me.
They probably were just like, we got nothing for these girls to do.
What's funny is it's probably, like, I was thinking about this, it's probably a joke because the princesses never have anything to do. So they give them something to do, but don't talk about it. That's
Right.
fucking hilarious if they did it on purpose, but I don't think they did.
It's probably like, look, guys, we don't have that much of a budget to play with. We can't have y'all do anything.
Yeah.
Couple lines of dialogue and you're out. Get a ham sandwich out the door. You're good. But it was fun and I enjoyed it. I think I liked it more than Bogus Journey.
No. I think I like this one the least. I was kind of bored with it. It drug at times. There were some funny things in it here and there, but overall, I just didn't care.
I was just kind of like, I felt ashamed for feeling that way, but I was kind of like, I kind of felt like, man, damn it. Like, you kind of let us down, Keanu. Like, I felt like he wasn't all the way in it.
No, I don't feel like that either. Because if you watch him act, he's kind of like barely giving his lines.
And he's not trying to do the voice, like, because Bill was still, like, you know, doing all that. Like,
Right.
even when they would do the things they always did, he would kind of just, like,
Half-ass it almost.
I don't know, man. And maybe it was supposed to be like he's getting older and that he can't do it like he used to.
That's
And
what
you know what's weird is I think Keanu Reeves, you know, they always say he's a time traveler or a fucking vampire because of how young he looks. Like, even when you watch him play John Wick, it's like, wow, this guy's fucking 50?
the
Bullshit.
wife and I talked about this. Do you think they de-aged or in-aged him? I guess you could say made him look older than Ethan.
No, I think what it is he fucking had a clean face and he put a little weight on.
Yeah,
Like he didn't have to be in shape like he is when he does that John Wick shit.
right.
Is
So
he
you
has
think
a-
this is his like John Wick off season and they shot this movie?
I swear to God, bro, because I mean, think about it. Like when he does that shit, he's got to be fucking yacked.
Yeah, he has to be built.
And he probably has to be on like a strict ass fucking diet.
100%.
And COVID and all that other shit hit right when they were about to put this movie out. So like, fuck yeah, he was chilling at the house.
They were done shooting this movie by the time
I get
COVID.
that, but think about it, dude. When did John Wick 3 come out? 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
I don't know, somewhere around there.
He hasn't really done any action movies since then.
No,
So I mean, like, what?
that's plausible.
He's probably just like, you know what, dude? I'm almost 50. Call me when John Ford's ready to roll, when the check's in the bank, and I'll get back in the gym.
Right.
I'm going to make Bill and Ted 3. I'm finna eat. So I'm going to holler at y'all.
Yeah, he does look a little bit older than
He almost looked full, like he was needing a nap.
right.
Like
He
when
did
was
look like he was
delivering some
half
of his, like,
asleep,
he's just like, Ted,
or he just woke up from a nap.
so-and-so offered me $6,500 for the Les Paul. And I got to tell you, I'm thinking, like, he's really that fucking tired. Like, I believe that part.
Speaking of, I have a friend that offered me a Les Paul Gibson Studio for like $400 or $500.
Is that like a crazy good guitar?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard the name.
Yeah, Gibson is like high end. They kind of overprice their guitars. But buying this one brand new is like $1,500. They were going to sell it to me for like $4 or $5.
You could buy a fucking AK-47 for that much money.
I built the home gym, so I didn't really have the extra cash. But oh my God, I would have snatched up the guitar. But anyway,
You better get so fucking swole, bro, parking the Lexus outside. Like, what's wrong with you?
I know, right? I've just been eating my face off. I need to get more weights for it. I only have 225.
Only.
Only.
You're
Yeah.
so fucking strong. It's
fucking
just not
lightweight.
enough. It's nothing. It's nothing. Just rep it a lot, bro. You'll be all right.
Right? Just get shredded.
I'm not going for fucking strength. I'm going for cut.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I'll never have the dedication to do it, but how awesome would it be to have that dick root, bro? You know what I mean? Like, just that Ryan Reynolds.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I was friends with a guy. I worked at Walmart. I was in my early 20s. This guy was kind of like a really nerdy, awkward guy. And when I met him, he was a shredded, buff guy. He's like, I know I'm weird, but at least I can like look buff. And he was so shredded, he like talked about his dick. He's like, you know, that's pretty awesome. Like chicks love that shit. I'm like, I bet they do.
I bet they fucking loved it, dude. That shit's just a panty dropper, bro.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be doing anything. You just fucking stretch and then your shirt comes up. And she's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah. Like, jealous.
Right.
Like I said, I know I never have the dedication to do it, to get it.
It's mostly just diet, and that's the hardest part. Like, I can go into the gym and work out every day. That's not the hard part.
Yeah, it's like
Not
insane,
eat all the time.
ridiculous ab and core exercises. Like, you'd be able to break a cinder block over your fucking stomach type shit.
Right.
A sledgehammer just. I don't know, dude. That's a lifestyle, bro.
It is. It's some serious dedication.
I mean, what's the upside to it? You get to fuck dime pieces every day of the week. Like, yeah, who
We're
needs
married.
that? Yeah, exactly. Who needs that? Like, that's what I'm saying. We're already at the finish line.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm getting in that kind of shape now. Like, my wife will be lucky if I don't die of a heart attack while
you're on top of her. Yeah.
While eating bacon. Like,
I don't have a whole lot to say about this movie anymore, though. But like,
yeah, that's what I said.
it was
It's
kind of
not
like
really-
you said, it was like fan service. It was fine. It was okay.
There won't be a 4.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad we did this because I got to go back and watch Bogus Journey, and I'm gonna buy that on Blu-ray, and I'm
got
gonna
it.
watch it every few years because I had such a fun time rewatching that movie. I love that movie.
Well, that's how the first one is for me.
Yeah.
I love that one.
The first one's fine. It's okay. I'm like, oh, they did a really good job. It's a solid script, solid acted. Like, it's solid.
Joan
Second
Arc.
one is just fucking ridiculous, and I love it.
There are some good shit in it too. We went to the future. No, you didn't. We went to hell and heaven. No, you didn't. Why not, Dad? Why don't you ever believe us? Because it's not possible. Like I said, there was some shit that made me laugh really good in this movie, but I don't know, man. It was just little things.
The copy that I gave you, did it still have like the digital thing inside of it?
I don't remember. I'll have to look.
If it does, because I think I bought like a disc digital combo thing. I didn't fucking keep the digital. I thought I did, but I didn't.
So did you rent this movie?
Yeah, after I bought it, I rented it. My wife was not happy about that, but I needed to watch it, so
I'm sorry, bro. You should.
no, it's not.
Brought
It's
it back to
not
me.
your fault. It's not that big a deal. It was like $5. Like,
Well, I hope it's in there.
but what I was gonna say is, if the digital's in there, bring me that back, and you can keep the DVD.
Really, dude?
Yeah,
That would be badass because that'd be a trilogy. I'd have them all.
yeah. I don't have any of them, so.
Thanks.
But just give me the digital, and you can keep the disc.
All right, man.
What do you rate this?
The kid in me, helps me with this vote. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
7.
I've been having a lot of 7s lately, man.
I was gonna say you need to like draw it back. Like, I think you even gave Stalker like a 3. That's pretty high.
Yeah, I should have gave that shit a 1.
You're being too generous.
Yeah.
Well, you said it was worse than Nothing, and Nothing has like a negative 3.14.
I don't know, man. Nothing like I don't know. I thought that I'd seen bad movies when I saw Nothing. And then the Stalker just blew the fucking doors right off of that one.
Really?
I hated it, dude.
I believe it. After watching it, I was like, Nick hates this movie.
It was fucking torture, bro. It really was.
Yeah.
And I tried, dude. I really did.
No, I completely get it.
I almost called you 4 times watching it, dude. Like, that movie was NyQuil. I have never had such a hard time staying awake through a movie.
I believe it.
5 minutes on watching fucking water drip in a puddle. I'm just like, what
You
the
know,
fuck?
you know that joke in Family Guy when he's making fun of like British people, like artsy British people. It's like condensation. That was like a great synopsis of what that movie was like.
Yes.
I give this one a recommendation only if you're a Bill and Ted fan.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Bill and Ted fan, honestly, you're gonna waste your time because it's gonna be like you're not
be
gonna
like,
connect
yeah.
with it. Yeah. It's just for nostalgia purposes.
Keanu's not kicking anybody's ass.
Nope. He's not even really acting like a dumbass either. He's kind of like,
I did hear they're about to do John Wick 4 soon.
yes, give me all of them before he passes away. He said he will keep
That
doing
guy
them.
will probably outlive us, bro.
Yeah, especially doing these movies. He said he will keep doing John Wick as long as we want them. He's
This
like,
is
as long as they
crazy.
keep making money, I'll keep doing them.
Like, at this point, like, where do you go from here? I haven't even
That's-
seen the third one, bro.
Dude, that's what I love about it is they keep making up storylines for them to go, and it's fucking brilliant, and I love it, and it's just kicking ass. Like, they're creating this universe
Like the
as
first
they're
one,
going.
all right. The second one, I'm like, all right, yeah, I get it a little bit. I haven't seen the third one, so I can't judge all the way.
Oh my god!
But a lot of people told me they like the third one the best.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I actually liked it a lot more than I thought because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, let's do this again to have a good time. But they expanded on the story a lot of the lore of the John Wick universe. And I was like, fuck, let's just keep going. Let's see how big we can make this world.
You know what else I heard? Matrix 4.
I don't know.
I hated the ending of the third one.
Yeah, the third one was so awful that I'm just like, I
Neo
don't.
just becomes
I
what?
don't-
Like God? I don't get it.
But what's funny is like the first one is one of the greatest movies ever made.
I fucking love the first one
It's
so much.
good.
The second one, bits and parts I love of it.
Meh.
And then the rest of it, I'm
Yeah,
like,
the third one
don't
I
give a
hate.
shit.
I
The
hate
third
the
one,
third
I'm
one.
like, what the fuck, dude? I love Lawrence Fishburne in him too.
Right, he's great.
He kills him.
Is it gonna be the Wachowskis?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know if they can like really buckle down and do a good story with it.
Well, that's what they were saying, that they heard all the fans and they didn't like how the third one ended either. And they wanted another shot at it, but Keanu started the John Wick series and
All right.
he's been super busy. And they've, I guess, done other shit too since then.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, yeah, we should get together and do this.
Right. Well, we'll see. If they come out with it, we'll review it and talk about it.
I know what I want you to watch next week, but I don't own the movie, so I'm going to have to see if I can find it to watch it.
Just rent it off like Vudu or Amazon or something.
You know what,
They're
dude?
usually like $2 or $3.
You know what, dude? I just changed my mind right last
You
second.
changed the fucking movie?
Yeah, just last second.
Oh, yeah?
Just right here in my head.
You know you have 3 weeks of movies and it's fucking bullshit.
Dude, you know, like, that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's what you get, man. You know? You should have death boxed yourself.
I should have. I thought about it. I'm like, can I just pick from the death box? Like, fuck.
I would have rather took a pic for the fucking death box than watch that shit. It was almost worth 2 because that movie was 3 fucking hours.
It's true.
But,
What movie?
I want you to watch Surviving Christmas, bro.
Surviving Christmas?
I do, man.
We'll do a Christmas movie. That's cool.
Because I mean, when we meet, it'll be after Christmas, but
Yeah, but
it's fine.
Whatever.
It's fine.
It's close enough.
Yeah, and this one kind of like plays on the fact that people get tired.
It's
of the
actually on
holidays.
Amazon Prime free, so
I
don't even
know
have to
that's
pay for
why.
it.
That's why I loved it because I felt bad that you didn't have your movie. So
I was gonna watch
get a
it.
free pick.
I was actually gonna watch it, and then I changed my mind at the last minute. Oh, speaking of Christmas movies, have you seen Klaus? Klaus.
no,
It's on Netflix. It's an animated Christmas movie. You should watch it. It's great. I loved it. It's my like new favorite Christmas movie.
what's it about?
This mailman is like a really lazy. No, he's in the army and his dad is like the general, but he's like super fucking lazy and he's trying to like skate by. So he sends him to this like no name island to be a mailman. And he pretty much, you know, I don't want to give away too much because it kind of takes away, but he kind of like brings Christmas to this town.
Okay.
And it's a really great movie. They did such a good job with it, and I haven't even like heard about it. I just came across it randomly. Doesn't get talked about enough. It came out last year.
All right.
Check it out, Klaus. Klaus.
All right. But yeah, I love James Gandolfini in this movie. I think Ben Affleck. This is not one of his better movies, but like I think he's funny in it.
I love James Gandolfini, so he can do anything. But that's the thing with Ben Affleck I've noticed because I watched the preview because I was about to watch it, and I just had this moment of like, God, I don't want to watch Ben Affleck.
He's at the height of his fucking 90s, Ben.
Yeah, and that's
He's-
the part
he's-
that I don't like.
He's still riding the high off Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah.
And he's just taking all the money he can.
Right, he takes so many fucking like reindeer games. I still need
he's-
to watch that for Christmas.
He's not Geely bad, but he is like right there, Reindeer Games. Like he's
Yeah.
around there. It's more like that one he did with like Forces of Nature with Sandra Bullock, like that level bad.
God, he's done so many crappy movies. Poor guy.
But he's got some funny shit in this one. And Christina
it-
Christina Applegate's pretty funny. in
I
it.
saw she was in that. I was like, sign me up.
But James Gandolfini kills it. He's fucking great.
Cool. I'm good with that.
Oh, and you like Sex Drive, right?
I love
Yeah,
Sex
the
Drive.
kid from Sex Drive plays in the movie.
Which one?
He's
main?
the little, the main guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like him a lot.
Not James Marsden.
Yeah.
I like him too.
Is that his name? I never knew his fucking name. The guy with the glasses?
No, the brother. The one that turned out to be gay after he called him a faggot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he plays Cyclops in the X-Men trilogy.
Right.
But yeah, anyways, that's the... yeah, he's in that too. And then the mom, she's been in a lot of stuff too. Tiara, or not Tia Leone, but I always get them two mixed up. Forget what her name is, but she's in a lot of movies.
No.
She was the mom from Orange County.
Oh, I see. That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I love Christmas movies.
Not the show, the movie.
Right.
You knew what I was talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's my dog, man. You do exactly what movie I was talking about.
I've seen it, yeah.
I love Jack Black in that movie.
Right, he's so great.
So fucking great. I used to be a pyro like real bad when I was a kid. Stop, man. Put that out. Lance, stay in your room. Why? Because you're a total embarrassment. Oh, okay.
I don't want to get too much on Jack Black, but he's kind of like losing his mind right now.
Jack Black?
He's doing like TikTok videos and he's
dude,
just
but
like,
the people love it, dude. Like,
so ridiculous. Like, how old are you? Like 100 years old?
I think it's
when
great,
you have
man.
gray in your beard, you shouldn't be like dancing on TikTok in Speedos.
Dude, he's got millions of views. And look how fucking he's still getting it, dude. He's in better shape than me.
That's
Like,
not saying much.
But still, 50, still fat, still just fucking out there in them cowboy boots, them high ass kicks.
You don't like Jack Black though.
I do in certain shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm like older Jack Black more than new Jack Black, but you just tell me I don't like Jack Black because I don't like fucking Tenacious D. But I don't think that Jack Black.
I guess I correlate that because you don't like Tenacious D, so I'm like, oh, he hates Jack Black. But most people don't like Jack Black, I've realized.
Yeah, they really don't.
I grew up loving Jack
love-hate.
Black, but the older I get, people are like, I fucking hate Jack Black.
Well, some of his movies are amazing. Like School of Rock. I love School of Rock.
Yeah.
I love Saving Silverman. Trying to think of something else he was in there. I just loved. Oh, fucking Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal. That's
Love
what I
Shallow
think.
Hal.
That's his like best movie in my opinion.
Yeah, that's good.
Envy is garbage. I hated
There's
that
certain
movie.
shit in it I like. It's not a great movie by any means,
Yeah.
but there are some funny shit.
I hated it.
Flan? You guys haven't had flan? It's fucking fantastic.
But at the same time, I love Pick of Destiny, and that's a horrible movie, but I love it.
Oh, but yeah, like a Tenacious D fan will cut you for saying that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not like a hater by any means. Like
Year one was pretty bad.
there's music. Oh, I fucking hated that movie.
I went to the theaters and saw it.
He does good voice acting. I like the Kung Fu Panda movies.
He does pretty great,
My kids liked them. You know, like yeah, there's some stuff he's done really well. And some other shit that I could know, like the Gulliver's Travels. Like,
Oh,
really
I
like
hated that one too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I really like that one.
But yeah.
Yeah, Jack Black.
So, speaking of Christmas movies, we have a special thing that we were asked to do.
Oh yeah, shout out to Victor.
So, we were on their podcast, Reviews from the West,
We were.
and they asked us to watch their short film and kind of like talk about it.
Called
and review.
Grandma's Recipe, right?
Grandma's Recipe on YouTube.
It's a it's a Christmas movie, Christmas time movie, anyways, and it's actually a kind of a dark comedy.
It is like
That's really the only way you can say it. So yeah, he says that's what Victor gave me the description. He's like, it's a dark comedy, dark absurdist comedy,
yeah.
and there is some because it is talking about some pretty serious subject matter, but it makes they do a good job of making it lighthearted. I
Yeah,
feel like for the most part, yeah. The
So,
end,
what
you
is
know.
Grandma's Recipe? What is it?
Grandma's Recipe? Victor, or I forget who he played, what the kid's name is.
Oh,
in
I
the
don't remember
movie.
their names at all.
Yeah, Sam, I think, was one of them, and I don't know. Anyways, Victor's character, his grandma like murdered his grandfather,
Right,
and she can make these cookies that have poison in them or kill you.
right.
And he doesn't want to live anymore because he maxed out 10 credit cards making his house like the most Christmassy house there can be, which I thought was kind of funny because like there are people out there that go
I have heard stories of kids that are in like college. They get these credit cards, they max them out, they can't pay them back, and they end up committing suicide because they feel like such a failure. I'm sorry, but credit cards are not that serious. Little backstory on me, I lost my job, so I couldn't pay credit cards, car bills, or anything. I lost everything. Your life doesn't end. You can restart that shit. Like, you can get back on your feet. Suicide is not the answer. Life is not over. Fuck those credit cards. Let them go. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I got a friend that I went to middle school and high school with. He killed himself
Really?
a couple years ago.
Damn.
I think it was like 2 years ago now.
Because of like debt and stuff?
Nah, to be honest with you, we had lost touch since high school.
Oh, so.
And I really felt bad about it, man, because that dude had I've met some people that have been through some shit, but this guy, I would say, like, honestly takes the cake as far as shittiest lives go. The way he came up, he never had a chance. So
Yeah.
the fact that he had made it fucking not only to adulthood, but had kids and stuff like that, but it really made me wish that I hadn't lost touch with him. And
Yeah.
so I got his name. I got his name put on a tombstone on my arm
Oh, that's cool.
in his memory. It's right here, Grady. But yeah, suicide is a terrible thing.
Right.
I've had friends that have had it affect their families, and you know, it's fucked up. It's very selfish. I feel like,
It is.
you know, because I don't know. It's just unfair to go away to do that to your family.
That's what I think. That's what I think about, because back in the day I suffered from like severe depression, and I did have those thoughts, but I could not see putting my family through that. Like, hurting them that much, it wasn't worth it to me. I would rather suffer than make them suffer.
Right.
But I just little wanted to put that out there before we started talking about this movie, because that's what it is about.
Yeah, I mean, it is about people not handling depression.
Right. So his friend, okay, this is the part that I have like a little bit of an issue. So his friend comes over and they're talking about making these cookies, and he's going through a divorce because he's an abusive husband.
Yeah.
He's like, you hit him once and they get all upset. Yeah, you should fucking kill yourself. You should not be hitting your wife.
I thought it was kind of funny. He sold it like, you know, it was, I mean, I get it, like, and you know, you could tell that this movie was made before the whole Me Too thing and shit like that.
I guess,
like, but and I'm not condoning, you know, women's violence.
No, it's
domestic
just
violence
more
by
like
any mean, but like I thought it was like a little writing a kisser, Alice, you know, one of those type of deals.
Like, I get it. The guy with the credit card debt that doesn't want to pay it, feels like a failure, wants to kill himself. Cool. Guy going through a divorce because he hit his wife.
Well, I thought it was also funny because clearly, like, she's got a friend that just stays with us now. Like, he doesn't pay any bills. They're always doing loud stuff in the room. Like, I thought it was funny. He was like the clueless. Like, he just clearly doesn't know that his old wife is getting pounded down by this guy. And
He's an abusive idiot.
and then, like, refuses to leave. I thought that was kind of funny.
Okay, critique of the little short film. If you're gonna do this, make the characters likable. Like,
Victor,
care.
I'm sorry, man. It's war with cinema. You know this. Like, you know,
I mean, I'm giving my honest opinion. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sugarcoat it. I think they're great. Okay, let me just say this. I think the idea of the movie is fucking brilliant. I think it's really, really smart and funny. But like, if you do it again, rewrite it, make the characters likable. Make me care that they're gonna kill themselves. Make it so I don't want them to kill themselves, because you're coming into these like sad sacks, and I'm just like, and they're like, we're gonna kill ourselves, and I'm like, I don't care, go ahead.
Oh God, dude! You just went on that spiel about your life is worth it. You're just like, okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, they just start out with them killing themselves, and I'm just like, if that's what you want to do, go for it.
So it introduces us to the characters, and
Right.
they're gonna make these cookies. I thought that was kind of funny. He kept having him look for the recipe, and he's literally lifting everything up on the table. And he's like, you know what? I don't even think it's on the table. I think it's in the cabinet. And then the mouse. The mouse kept playing in old boy's eyes, and he was just kept looking at it like, is it going to stop?
Yeah, if you want me to stop playing, just let me know. Or put another song on my whatever, but that was pretty amusing.
I think the kid that does the voice on that also does the podcast. I think it's the kid
Oh,
with
I'm
the curly
sure.
hair.
Oh, cool.
Because I think I recognize his voice.
Right.
But I thought that was cute. That was funny.
So I had a lot of thoughts about the whole grandma's cookie thing. So are these cookies supposed to be good or not good? Because they end up
Yeah,
like
he threw
throwing
up,
up. Like,
yeah.
are they not good? Like, why can't you make delicious cookies that are suicidal? Because then I would want to, or poison that, then I would want to eat them.
Just put food coloring on it.
Right. And then I was thinking, what if she came up with this recipe, but like didn't have poison in it?
Oh yeah.
Like these are supposed to kill you, but they don't.
Or it's not the ones, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, the montage for me when they were making the cookies kind of ran a little long.
Yeah, the montage was a little long. You could have
There
cut
was some
out,
laughs
trimmed
in
it
it.
a little bit.
Yeah, but I enjoyed that.
We talked about this a little before we started hitting record.
Yeah.
But that fucking song that you guys put in this
That Japanese song
that
was too
Japanese
fucking
Christmas
funny.
song. So you kept playing it over and over, and
He's just like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
He played it again. I was like, you motherfucker, that's hilarious.
At that point, I was like, they made this just so they could play this song over and over and over. It was just an inside
Clearly,
joke.
it was a free holiday song that they wouldn't get copyrighted. So they were just like, yeah, we're gonna go with it. And it was a funny little bit.
Yeah.
When he's like, when they eat the cookies and they're sitting there, and he's like, hey, I left my, what do you say? I left my jacket. Or
No,
some
he's
shit.
like, I left my favorite cup.
That's right. I left my favorite cup in my house. I don't want to
Could you
die.
come up with like a better excuse to go back home?
that
Like,
could have been a little bit. But you think we could go get it? Yeah, sure. I mean, we got
I
like
guess.
15 more minutes to live. Why not? You know? They right over there, and this is my favorite part by far is when he goes in there and fucking brutally murders his wife's boyfriend, and I'm pretty sure he kills her too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
He gets in the car, he's got blood all over his face. He says, "You got a little blood," and he's like, "Oh, well, that won't come off. I'll have to wash that off at your house." I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And then when the cops came to get him, I thought that was good too. He goes out there and he's fucking shooting it out with him. Put down the gun. You know what? This isn't your problem, man. I'm gonna go ahead.
We're not gonna take care of it. That was a funny little bit. Like, let me just go handle this. Like,
He just has
You
a
don't worry
fucking
about it.
Crazy shootout with the cops. Like, I thought that was funny.
I thought it was pretty dangerous. Like, how are you gonna eat poison cookies and then go drive around?
Yeah.
That's pretty selfish.
Like the timeline didn't really match up a little bit, and then they played like an entire game of Sorry while they were talking.
Yeah.
The stories they were trading back and forth could have been done a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell they were starting to laugh a little bit.
Right.
May have been the best thing. I don't know. I'm talking like I've made an actual fucking movie.
Yeah, we
but,
haven't
like,
done shit. We just like to talk about movies.
shit, bro. We put over 50 episodes of this motherfucker out, bro.
Right.
Like, we're in front of cameras. Fuck it. Like, I've got like 60 fucking episodes of hauls, bro. My TV time's getting up there, dude.
Right. Oh, and then you got
Internet
the Z Weezy.
Yeah,
That's a
now
character
that,
within
dude.
itself.
Oh my God, bro. I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah, you're fucking doing paintballs. Getting hit by
Christmas carols.
paintballs while you sing Christmas carols.
Just as a reindeer.
Dressed as a reindeer?
Well, I mean, I have antlers and a red nose. Like a blinking one, maybe? I don't know. It's not going to feel good.
No, it's not. That's the point.
It's going to fucking suck.
So it was a cute little short film.
Sorry. Yeah.
I like the idea of it. Just flush it out a little bit more. Make the characters likable before. Do something different besides like abusive husband because
Yeah, maybe tweak
that character a little bit because
Yeah. Yeah. And I think maybe if you added one or two more characters, they could have made it a longer movie because then you have other people's situations and they could have thrown more at them. You know, I feel like.
this is a little off topic, but I actually watched a movie not too long ago. So they invite these people over, like long-term friend, or not long-term, but friends that from their past or whatever. They bring them all to their house. They're going to have like a little get together, but it's like a suicidal ritual that they don't know about. So they hang out, they're having like a house party and everything like that. And then they start drinking this liquid, but nobody knows it's poison except the house guest. So it's like some
Except
kind
the
of
who?
the house guests, the people that are inviting them over.
Oh, you mean the
So they're
party?
inviting all these people from their past over to come hang out, catch up with them. They got
they
a new
kill
house,
themselves?
they have a great life, like, and then they end up like everyone, not suicide, but killing everybody, but they drink it too, so it is suicide. Pretty crazy movie.
Sounds fucked.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Now I'm never gonna drink anything right out of
But the
somebody's
thing
house.
is like the movie, like you don't know where it's going until the very end, and you're like, oh, that's fucked up. So I'm gonna put it on your list. You're not gonna know it's coming.
God,
Yeah.
thank God all these are sealed.
I know, right?
But yeah, yeah, that's insane. But yeah, so you know, you got your grading system. I got mine.
Oh, rating system. How do I rate a
What are you
little
giving
indie?
Grandma's recipe?
For a short little like.
Yeah, I don't.
indie-
That's another thing. Was it intended to be just a short story?
Yeah, it's just
or-
a short film.
Okay,
Yeah.
short film. So in that aspect, let's put it this way: I give y'all a big thumbs up for the fact that you did it. Because I mean,
Yeah.
everybody could sit here and say, "Oh, I would have done this or I would have done that,"
Right.
but you didn't.
Yeah.
We made a fucking movie. Whether you like it, love it, hate it, we did it, and
Yeah.
nobody can take that from y'all. And I could tell that y'all had fun with it, and you can tell that you and I think his name's Alex. Y'all are actual real friends in real life, and it shows in it. Not a bad starting point
Yeah.
for something else.
Everyone starts somewhere.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
I give it a. Oh, check it out. It's a
It's
cute.
like I
little-
said, it's a couple laughs.
I like the idea of it. That's the thing. Like it wasn't executed perfectly, but the idea of it is really a really cool idea. And
You know,
I like that.
I've always noticed that when me and you, not just this, but anything that we ever critique or what we're talking about, what we don't like about it,
Mm-hmm.
we never say like, "Oh, I would have directed it this way," or "I would have used this lighting," or "I would have done that." Me and you always talk about a rewrite. Like I think me and you think we would be better screenwriters
Yeah,
than
definitely.
everybody else because,
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I wrote that character like that, or I don't know if I like his motivation.
That's fair.
You know, and I love that because I do think that makes or breaks any fucking movie for the most
Absolutely.
part is writing.
The dialogue and just writing
Except for
good
comedy
characters.
because Will Ferrell's made a career off of fucking just winging it, which is fine.
Yeah, just improv.
Well, there's lines, but Will just kind of does what the fuck he wants and we
Yeah.
just kind of roll with it.
Right.
Like, we set the scene, he takes over. And that's cool because this works in some situations.
Yeah, I would love to write a screenplay, but I don't think I could write dialogue, like compelling dialogue anyway. Like I'm no Quentin Tarantino.
I see that's kind of me, man. Like I think I write great in a third person perspective.
You think so?
I do. Like as far as like a overall narrative, I think I'm a pretty good writer.
Yeah.
But like you said, dialogue is tricky because you don't want it to be flat or boring or
Yeah, and you want to have compelling characters. You don't want to write them
Right.
the same. They have to have their own, you know,
you want
personalities.
to feel like you could have met everybody that's been written. you know?
Exactly.
But that's the difference of writing a book, writing a good book or whatever, or then seeing it brought to life because then it's not just your words, then it's who's delivering them.
Exactly.
Because you could get any bum from a community theater to read your lines. I mean, it's not. But when Pacino does it, then it's fucking Scarface. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't know. Or then it's Brando.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem with books is people have an idea of a character, and then when you bring it to life, that idea doesn't match what they saw in their head. So
Rarely ever do you get people that are the book fans that love the movies too.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually no, they're just a travesty.
one thing that I appreciate about my wife is she's a bookworm. Like she loves reading books. Like that's her thing. But whenever they make a movie of a book she really likes, she can separate the two. She's
Yeah.
like, I understand this isn't going to be the same. She's really good about separating it and judging it for what it is instead of judging it how it should have been done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, I'm not like I don't read novels or shit. that
Well,
makes
you read
me
a lot of
smarter.
comics.
I
and
read a
stuff,
lot of comics,
and
and
a lot of them take source material from that. So
yeah, and but I can enjoy it for what it is, and I can appreciate both of them. because it is still something that you're not seeing before.
Yeah.
Because you could paint a picture in your head, but at the end of the day, like eventually to see it up there on that big screen, like that's just cool.
Yeah.
Like Harry Potter, like was a big example. Like some people love the movies, some people hate the movies, and I'm talking about people that also love the books or read the books.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, it's missing this, and they didn't even touch this. Those books are long as fuck.
They are.
That's like saying, like, oh, the Lord of the Rings missed. Yeah, bro, are you shitting me? J.R. Tolkien can spend 4 pages just talking about a fucking leaf of grass falling off a tree.
The same with George R. R. Martin. Like his
That's
description.
what I meant. That's what I meant. Oh, yeah, the dude that did Game of Thrones. Yeah, I heard
Right.
he's long-winded like that,
He
too.
is very long-winded and descriptive because I tried reading his books and I'm like, I don't have the attention span to read a regular book, let alone your overly descriptive ass.
But it's just nuts. Like, J.R. Tolkien, he was a big one, too.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, like, it's never going to be, because that's the thing about books that are so great and why I love reading is that you can paint that world up here and you see it how you see it, and that's what makes that special to you. But when you make a movie, it's different.
You're seeing someone else's vision
Exactly.
of that material.
Exactly. Sometimes you love their vision of it, and it matches up with how you envisioned it, and
Yeah.
then sometimes you're just like, well, that ain't what I was going for,
Right.
or that ain't how I see it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you need to just let that go and just enjoy a medium for what it is.
But like I said, I did enjoy it. It's a nice little short movie.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth a watch,
It's
guys.
a cute little movie.
But Victor, hope you liked our review.
Yeah.
I hope y'all could take some good notes from it
Right.
when y'all do the sequel or a prequel.
I was going to say, you can't really do a
Boom.
sequel.
Yeah, no shit. That was my joke, Greg. Titanic 2. So what's
They
it about,
could have
guy?
like a couple of friends find grandma's recipe and, you know,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Or like bring them back to life. Go full fucking Frankenstein with it, dude.
They actually like start the movie with them throwing up grandma's recipe. They didn't actually die.
Yeah, they just thought they did. Or it was like that shit, like you take it and like you don't have no pulse, like it takes your heartbeat down to like where you're barely alive.
Yeah. As they're throwing the dirt on your grave, they're like, wait a minute. I'm not dead.
Oh, he just pops up out of the thing. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious, man. Now that'd be a sequel you could get behind.
Yeah.
We'll get with them and we'll write this thing. We'll
Yeah.
get it done. It'll finally get to be screenwriters, dude.
And then you could put grandma's recipe in other people's like cookbooks and just like have a whole genocide.
Is that fucking thunder, dude?
It might be. It looked pretty dark out there.
It looked like shit all day today.
Yeah, it looked like it was about to rain, but it's like, nah, not
Right?
yet. Not yet.
Well, my wife said it rained on her way to work.
Yeah. It's probably thundering right now. It is Florida, so.
But you know how I-4 is.
Yeah.
So we got that done.
No.
We got that, and then next week is going to be Surviving Christmas.
Surviving Christmas.
For our Christmas episode,
Christmas
dude.
episode.
We should wear sweaters, dog.
Ugly sweaters?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
You don't?
I gotta go buy one.
Go to Walmart and spend $10, you cheap bitch.
They, at Spencer's, they had a lot of really, like,
Yeah, those things are like
Fucking
$40, dude.
raunchy ass ones, though.
And they don't fit us.
That's
don't-
very true.
We have to sew like 2 of them together for us, bro. Front and back.
I just lay it over top of me.
Dude, that's what I hate about places like Hot Topic and fucking certain, I don't know, like certain.
Yeah,
cool
you can't even
shops.
find 2XL shirts, let alone like 3X.
Well, even at Walmart, dude, like they'll have those graphic tees that are pretty badass, but
Yeah.
like the 2X is only wide. Like it doesn't help me that I'm tall, man.
Oh, I'm the same way. I got a tall torso, so those shirts don't fit me
You
long
got to,
ways
man.
either.
Like I have to wear fucking tall tees not to have my guts sticking out. I hate that shit.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
I'm the same way.
But yeah, you should get you a sweater or a fucking Christmas shirt, something, bro.
I'll
Get
get
in
a
the
hat.
spirit. Get in the spirit. There
Get
you
in the
go.
spirit. I'll get a
I'll wear
little
my
Christmas
Cowboys
hat.
one over here. It'll be good times.
All right, next time, Surviving Christmas.
Yes. See y'all later.
Later.